I hope you're having a fantastic day. I want to come in and give you a tip and trick, whether you're a desktop user or online. Often I hear users, QuickBooks users saying, oh my gosh, I am so nervous to just get in and use my QuickBooks. And you can let me know if that is you in the comments below. And I thought I was on a Commons QuickBooks call recently doing a Q&A, and I shared about using sample files. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that existed. And I was like, this is probably something I should share with all of you as well. And show you how to do it. So whether you're desktop or online, you can go in and use what we call a sample file. So instead of using your QuickBooks file, you can go in and use basically a fake file. You can do it in two different ways. Let me show you how exactly you can do this. So first, you can do it inside by going, so the two strategies is either backing up your original QuickBooks file and then restoring it, right? So you watched me do backup and then you restore, and you can use that as like your file to go in and kind of clean up and mess around with, and then as you're learning different strategies from me, implementing. Or if you want to use other files, you can come down here to close company, and it's going to take you out of any company file, and it has these different sample files down here that most people don't know exist. So if you come down here, if you're in the Accountant's Edition, you get a little bit of a sample copy of all different kinds of businesses. If you are in Pro or a specific kind, you will just have like typically product based or service based. So when you click, let's say we clicked on the service, the product base, we'll do the product is fine. It's going to do what's called download. You're going to save it to your computer. And typically sample files are a future dated date. So we'll go ahead and click yes. We want to make sure it's updated to your current company. Like there's different versions of QuickBooks. You want to make sure it's on the same one. It's going to take a moment. So there, I'm going to go ahead and click OK. All right, so then it comes up. Now you can get in here and start messing with this. You're not going to break anything. So if you ever want to go in and say, okay, I want to try sales receipts out, or let me close, it's giving me like all the extra windows right now. But if you want to go in and you want to just do sample things, like I want to know if I go in here and I want to mess with a purchase order, what's going to happen? Or I want to mess with any areas or functionalities you're not currently using, you can. Did you know this existed? Typically people are like, I didn't even know it's possible. You do need to own a version of QuickBooks to be able to really use this, but everybody has sample files. So you can go in if you want to see like, what if I mess with this in my items, what's going to happen? What's going to happen if I start customizing my chart accounts? So you can also say, I want to learn how to pull different reports. So you can go in and go into company financial, profit and loss standard, and look and see how other businesses have their, how the sample file is set up. One of the things I love to teach is like on payroll, how to do your wages versus your taxes and break out all the different types, workers' comp, things like that. So you can kind of look at this, use it as a sample to go in and mess around. If you ever want to clean up your file, but you're afraid to do it like on the original file, you can always back up and restore it and then use that one moving forward. Let me know if that makes sense to you. Are you going to implement it? And anytime, so I'll share this with you while I'm right here. Let me go back. Anytime you want to go back and forth to like your original file, you just go down, if you're a desktop user, go down to File, Open Previous, and any file trainings that you have in here will be here, or any other companies, just like anything else. So you don't have to worry about, well, then how do I get back to my original? You just go under Open Previous, or you can close the file, company, close company, and open it again like we did before. So let me know, are you going to be implementing this? And if you're a desktop user, guess what? Or an online user, I mean, you have sample test files as well. Did you know this? So if you're a desktop user, but you kind of want to know what online's like, or you want to test out making some changes and you don't want to mess up your original file, let me show you how you would do it. So you go to Google or whatever you want to use, but I just use Google, and you're going to type in QBO test drive and hit enter, and you're going to see the test drive right here. You can tell I clicked on it before. And it's going to make sure you're not a robot, and you're going to click I'm not a robot, and you're going to click continue. And you can go in and yours is the same. You have the functionality to go in and it's a sample file. It lets you know this is like a sample company, and it has different ones. So you can go in, and if you've ever wanted to like, I want to just kind of mess with banking, or I want to know if I remove this, what's exactly going to happen. If you missed how to get to it, you can watch the replay. You can go back and rewind it, or we'll put this available. It'll be available on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel, so you guys can check it out in any place. but you can go in and go to the test drive and start clicking around. This will be helpful. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Let me know if you're going to implement this. We will be sending this out. We always send out our weekly training, and instead of pre-recording, I thought it would be fun to do these live. If you don't get our weekly tips and tricks, you can always click above or below and find the videos, or you can leave a comment. We'll give you the link. We send them out on a weekly basis. So if you're like, I like these kind of tips, they help me, make sure you check it out. Leave a comment, let us know that you are here, and we will be doing more workshops, so you can always join the workshop waiting list. We'll put a link above or below as well, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Let me know if you're going to be implementing this. It is easier than you think. So often what I notice most QuickBooks users are, they're just kind of like nervous to click around, like, what does this button do? And when you know it's not going to impact your company file, I find that people are a little bit more willing to just like click around and check it out. Can you do this on your original file? Absolutely. I'd love for you to actually go in, look at reports and do it on your original file. But if you ever want to test out your ideas or concepts of things you want to change, you can, either in a sample file or on your original company file that you back up. Now that's for desktop users. Online, it's not as easy to back up and restore. So for you, the test drive would be the easiest if you want to test out some changes and see how they're going to impact your QuickBooks file. Thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you soon. Have an amazing day.